Hi. What's happening? What's going on? What is this? What is this? Where are we? What? Whew. Okay. Okay. All right. Is this live? Killer Kitty. Hi, lady. Hello, hello. She's got to be working. She's gonna hit the replay. I appreciate that. Fishy on, what's up, dude? Hello, hello, Steven, my friend. First 30 minutes before your meeting. I'm sorry to hear that. Geek Boy says, what's his fighting on Friday? It's Saturday nights that are all right for fighting. Geek Boy doesn't have that accent at all. So, but he does now. I'm gonna give that access to him. Accent. Maybe like a foghorn leghorn. I can't do that one, but I say, you know, that kind of thing. That's Geek Boy from now on. I was writing an Afternoon Delight, and I was like, well, what rhymes with Afternoon Delight? And it was after spoon we fight, which I thought was sort of endearing because it means that you and me, you people and me, we're going to spoon, and then we're going to have some discussion. So we're starting out the stream with some spooning. And I'll be big or little spoon. I have no preference. Everyone, you know, works for you guys. I'm here for you. So. J Rock, what's up? Hello. Doing a deworming in the fish room today. 3 of 6. Wow, that sucks. Anyone else had an outbreak of worms after moving? Well, I haven't been through that. I haven't really moved any tanks. I did have some camelanus worms. Camel anus. I had some camel anus. And that levamisol got rid of it. That was right when I started, though. I haven't had any issues since that time. So, Mark Sturlson, hi. You haven't seen you. You haven't seen you. You haven't seen you. I haven't seen you in a few days. Hope you're okay. I haven't seen Kelly Foreman in a few days. I know she took some vacation. I hope she's doing well. Bunny Viper, I haven't seen in a few days. I hope she's doing well. A lot of people going through some stuff right now. So, you know, best of luck to everybody out there that's having a rough time, like our buddy Eduardo. And I haven't spoken with Eduardo today. I talked to him yesterday. They did cut off, like he said, 25% of his foot is now gone. But he seemed like he's just really in super high spirits. MNC I haven't spoken with today either, but he seems like he's in good spirits as well. I can never say it. Spondosis, ankle. He's got something bad and he's going to be in the hospital for a while. And my buddy Eric, hello, sir. K. Stu, what's up, Disco Stu? Audra Meyer, hello. Friday, workday, lurk day. Thanks for being here, Audra. And everybody just saying hi. Captain Poon tonight. I can't spoon with you, Matt will get jealous. That's okay. He's allowed to be jealous. There's nothing wrong with being jealous. Bex, hi Bex. And Jenna P. Huawei. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I'm wearing your shirt today. Very nice. Very nice. Skydancer and Lunatic Fringe. That. Chewy comes and goes from time to time. Lunatic Fringe. Yeah, yeah. There was somebody else too that I was I have first dibs. I'm calling him Eddie Four Toes. Better than Eddie Four Skin, I think. But yeah, Eddie Four Toes. Nice Tamatio. Hi. Okay, I think I got everybody. I would be around a lot more, Rico, if you didn't stream at 3 a.m. Well, yeah, true. Good point. Fair enough, Mark. To be fair, good point. Yes, I understand, because I miss out on McStreamy most of the time, and it's only at 9:30 my time. So yeah, you are a trooper for hanging in there. Beck says she's got a lurk. Curtains are finished. Moving on to hanging artwork and pictures and a huge mirror. Nice. I have a lot of spasms today. You know, like muscle spasms, like right here. You know, it's sort of going blah, 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 and my hand was really shaking. It's not too bad right now, but my hand was really shaking earlier. It was just like weird. Okay, I think I got everybody. So I got nothing planned for today, nothing. So you guys, it's your turn. You have to entertain me with chatty chat. Zenny, Bob, Dick, and friends. You'll never forget that, will you? Cause yeah, that's my name. My name is Bob Dick. Yes, I do have an Uncle Dick as well. I don't think I was named after him. I was named after somebody from the John Birch Society. If you don't know who that is, my dad was a very political person, and he was heavy into the John Birch Society, and it was somebody from that society that I can't remember who it was though. I just remember him telling me that. Yay. I'm pressing the keyboard with something other than my fingers. Is that entertaining? I was trying to think of a small penis joke there, and it just wasn't working. It just wasn't working. I couldn't. Much like your penis, it just wasn't working. Scotty Aquati, hello, sir. 2 more weeks, less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. Scotty's going to be there. Let's see. A lot of these people are going to be there. Unfortunately, no Zenny, no Tomatillo, no Mark this year, Mark next year, no Bex this year. Jeez, I'm going to shut up because most people aren't going to be here. Most people aren't going to be there. And it's got to be tough for our friends that aren't going to be there, because so many of our friends don't get to go that want to go. They've had stuff come up, like Eduardo, like Bex, you know, just things come up to took them out. Dr. A. So it's got to be tough. I mean, I've been through that, obviously, with you know, like the triple crown and, you know, all of that. But there you go. Zenny had a joke. You could have said, I would have assumed you needed something with more weight to press the keys. What's up, Lando? Lando Calrissian. I'm worried about Eduardo. My father-in-law had diabetes and started amputating at the toes and ended at the hip. Yeah, it's scary. It is scary. Diabetes is nothing to mess around with. I've been lucky considering my lifestyle. I've been incredibly lucky with that. But other people, you know, it's not even just lifestyle, right? Some people are predisposed towards it. There's, you know, people that take way better care of themselves than me. You know, I don't take very good care of myself at all. Some people just, you know, it's, I don't want to say it's the luck of the draw, but, and there's things you can do. But Whip has dealt with it, and he's a lot more in shape than I am. We're trying. I think we're going to do a walk today. Michelle, are you watching? Today's the second day. We should be doing a walk, but it's been raining. It rained hard yesterday. It was awesome. Lots of thunder and lightning. Beautiful. It's supposed to be hail, but we didn't get any hail. I love a great storm. Just absolutely love it. It was probably the best storm we had this entire year. And man, we used to have, I'm sounding like an old man. Back in my day, we had storms all the time. Just a few years ago, it seemed like we had a lot more heavy duty, you know, crazy storms. I remember going storm chasing with Aiden, my youngest son. Haven't really have a good storm in a really long time, and I do miss it. I do miss it. It's weird. It's weird. Silver Creek says, and some people, on the other hand, take excellent care of themselves and end up catching some disease at way too early of an age as well. Yeah, life's a bitch. Yeah. It's true. Yep. I mean, and unfortunately, those people get held up sometimes as an excuse. Like, see, this is what exercise do to you, because they're somebody who's maybe an athlete and they have a heart attack or something, and, you know, they get held up as an excuse. But they're always the exception, not the rule. You know, and there are exceptions to just about every rule. What's up, Ricky? Ricky is here. RB Animals. Jenna says diabetes is no joke. My grandmother passed away because she didn't know she had type 2 and refused to go to the hospital until she was septic. Scary. But I can sort of see that because I hate going to the hospital. The doctor I'll go to, especially now, I have a really good doctor. I really like him. Hospitals, though, I've had two, I want to say major surgeries. Gallbladder, hiatal hernia, those types of things. So not major, but enough that they're cutting me open and you're supposed to stay a day or two. And I was like, nope, I am going home. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. Get my shit together because I'm leaving and that's it. You know, I did not want to stay there. I hate the hospital. Absolutely hate it. I don't know how anybody can deal with it. Don't know. Jorge lurking while working on my swamp cooler. I used to like that, the swamp coolers. They really did make a difference, you know, especially when you live someplace where it's so dry, like Jorge, and that swamp cooler is pumping some humid air into your house, and it's cool, humid air, so it just feels amazing. I remember waking up in the middle and in the morning, waking up in the morning, just blasting that swamp cooler, and how good it felt. She wanted to go to the doctor because she was doing some things that she wanted anybody to find out about. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Another reason to not have secrets. Ricky said my dad passed away in July from diabetes and cancer. I'm sorry, that's always difficult. My dad passed away a couple years too. I don't even remember what it was. He was in there for a little bit. He had a stroke. I mean, he was in Arizona and I didn't see him. We weren't close at all. We hadn't spoken in, I don't know, 20 years, something like that. So I didn't even, you know, I got a phone call from my brother, who I also don't ever talk to, so it was weird. Anyways, we don't need to get too deep into that. So now there's some new studies over the past decade on THC variant from the African land race. That is THCV. From the African land race. Well, I'm confused on that part. Was that a lot of lab studies have been done that shows this greatly helps with diabetes and does the opposite of the munchies. In fact, it regulates appetite. Nice. An actual war was fought over gaining access to this land race. What is land race? They call specific strains by land race. I don't know why I'd have to. I've never heard that phrase before, and I've been partaking since most of you people have been alive. I've never heard it called land race. They call specific strains by land race. I never knew that, Tomatillo. Thank you. Let's see. I got to scroll up. Okay, we got that. Zenny said I shattered my arm, had my gallbladder removed, and had 2 C-section, but that's it so far. That's enough. K-Stu is pulling lake weeds today. Fun stuff. What a mess. What kind of lake weeds? Is it like a water chestnut? Watch out for leeches. Jennifer Weaver, been watching Escape Prisoner running around. Yep. Search area includes my brother's house in the area where we grew up. I saw that. I saw that Escaped Prisoner. Like it's a big deal. Excuse me. Like it's a scary person, right? Lando, thank you. Just wanted to. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Those mean a lot to me. They really do. Thank you very much, Lando. And thanks for becoming a member the other day as well. Eric Ryrock. It's gonna be one of those days. I'm gonna say something that sounds super inappropriate, but I don't mean it because I'm gonna get stuff transposed. Don't weigh in the let spot. Things like that. What was I saying? Yeah, I lost my train of thought already. Latoya, hello. Hello there. K-Stu. Looks like Vallisneria to me, but I'm no expert. Man, that would be cool to bring some of that up. So I keep wanting to go collecting. The only thing I've taken out of the bay is hornwort. I really need to get out there and do some collecting. I really do. I know, especially back in the creeks and stuff, there's all kinds of things back there. So I just, I need to do it. And I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I don't do it. I don't get out and do a whole lot. That's why this walking is so important that Michelle and I are doing. Every other day, we try and do a local trail. You know, most of the trails are somewhere around 2 to 4 miles. 4 miles is the extreme for us. We won't do more than 4 miles these days. And I remember doing 16-mile hikes and not even thinking anything of it. But these days, 4 miles is pretty damn good. Like, we're trudging back to the car, and we sit in the car just going, it's too much. It's too much. Why? Why'd you make me do that? You know, it's not... 2 miles is our sweet spot. My name is a tongue twister. It is. It is. It is. I don't think any of us would judge you for having a mispronunciation. I hope not, because it happens every friggin' day. I always mispronunciate. I always say things wrong. Incredible. Real good. My little pally wally. I often do that. And you know, a lot of the times I don't pronounce things correctly is because I've only ever read them and I never bothered to look up the pronunciation of it. So I know the word, I know what it means, but I pronounce it wrong because I've only read it. I've never, you know, heard anybody say the word, or, you know, that happens quite often because I do like to read. I'm a big reader. We have so many other things to judge me on. That's true, Geek Boy. That is true. That is true. So many. The list is long. Look at there's something to judge me on right here. Look at this. What's going on with this? Old age sucks. Look at that. What is that? That's not a good thing. I'm not enjoying this at all. Because when I trimmed up my beard, it like hid a lot of that, you know, and now it's there. And I'm gonna let that beard grow again. At least the hair hides it from the side. There's a ton of stuff, you know. At least it's protecting the sides. You know, you can't see it so much from the side. Ooh, there we go. I could just do that. There we go. I look like an old Russian lady. Shit the pizza. You like the shit pizza. Shit the pizza. You like a shit the pizza. I don't know, but I got lots of things to judge Geek on, Matt says. Yeah, and they're all positives. He might seem curmudgeonly here, but I know the real. I know the real Geek Boy. I know him. I know who he really is. He might fool some of you. He don't fool me, because I know the stuff he does. Ricky says he's been trying to catch the Tuesdays, but it's hard for me to do. No problem. Hey, no big deal. I get it. I'm happy that anybody watches. I'm still surprised when I get those good numbers on Tuesday nights. Can't wait for the fall to get back, though, the autumn and the winter, so that those numbers go back up, because it's difficult to get those on a Tuesday night to have like 30 or 40 people in there when you've had, you know, in the wintertime, you'll have 80 or 70 or at least 60, you know. Here's what it is. At least, you know, you notice those people, though. Those people that are there, the very loyal people. I out loud judge and often get in trouble. You know, we talked about judging yesterday a little bit, and I do my best. It's something I struggle with, obviously, but I do my best to not judge people. And really the only thing I do judge people on is how they treat others. Really, that's what it comes down to. I mean, and that even isn't very fair, because that person, I might see them in a really bad light one day, and they just had a shit day, and they took it out on other people, which is wrong, but it's that one time. And maybe the rest of the time, these people are just, you know, but I just happen to see them at their worst. And so now I've colored my opinion of them, you know? Something I struggle with. I try. It's good to have goals, right? It's good to have goals, places to get to. You know, just because you say you try to do that and you don't, doesn't mean you're a hypocrite. You don't get there. You just got to try. You just got to try. That's all. All right. I don't know what shoes you're in. About my experiences, and that's different than yours. Yeah, that's good. And Tomatillo said, rule of life for men, the older you get, the less you should look at your own testicles. Plus, they just get farther and farther away, right? Right? You know, they're down there farther than they used to be. So if you can't see as well, then you're going to strain your eyes looking at them, because now they're used to be way up here, and now they're way down there. You know, is that my knee? Oh no, you know, that kind of thing. It sucks getting old. It's not fun. I always say it's better than the alternative, right? That's the common saying. I always say, everybody always says that. It's better than the alternative. You know? But it's not fun getting old. You don't feel old. You don't feel like this. I don't feel like this. I feel like I was when I was 25. You know, inside I'm that same person, really. But this is what's out there now, what everybody sees. You know, this is new. You know, I never had all of this. I don't feel like this. You know? Ryan says, I love old people. I want to be one someday. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Excuse me. Oh, I have no liquids. I gotta go get a drink. I want to just have a light fun stream, and we got back to the same old judgy stuff that I always do, the same old prairie stuff. Trying to get away from that. Trying to get away from those types of things. My belly's in the way. I can't judge. I'm so messed up. I can't put others above me, so I know we're all at least as bad as I am. Wind chimes. Got to start looking at them to make sure you don't sit on them. Zeddy says, I don't know. I tend to wait until people make it pretty apparent before I judge. So by the time I decide you're a dick, telling you feels like the right option. Gotcha. Let's see. When going blind is a blessing. Okay, Stu, do I get out fishing ever? I haven't fished in forever. I mean, I have 4 or 5 fishing poles. They're in the, in the basement, up in the rafters or whatever they're called, the joists. They're up in the, they're stored up top in the basement. And I have not been fishing in forever. I used to go out in my kayak. We have a little John boat too, little 16-foot John boat. Used to go out all the time. Not really fishing so much. I mean, I would take a fishing pole sometimes, but fishing was rarely my goal. I like fishing, but I don't know. I'd rather just be out there and looking at everything than actually doing any fishing. Catching a fish, it doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't do much for me. I've definitely fished quite a bit over the years. You know, we used to do it quite often in Arizona. We would go up to the like Saguaro or Canyon Lake, or even maybe all the way up to Apache Lake. My father-in-law was a big fisherman, so I would go with him sometimes and go fishing. It was more, for me, it was more about having some beers, you know. Ricky says, the older I get, I'm losing my hearing more. I'm assuming I do, that I have been. Jeff, hello. I felt old my whole life. My wife is like that. Michelle has been old her entire life. She's been so practical her entire life. I think it bothers her sometimes. I think it bothers her. And Steven says his hearing has become more selective. I wish I could block out some things. Hi, Vibes. What's up, Ed? Just being out there is the best part. Yeah. Just, you're right, being out there. But I haven't even been on the kayak, and I don't even know. I don't remember the last time I was on the kayak. 2 or 3 years now, at least. 2 or 3 years now, since I've been out on the kayak. Tomatillo says, I'm getting rid of almost all my mollies. My wife wants a few, and my dad has a tank made of some in it. I'm going to consolidate and slowly work towards native species. Nice. Cool. I like that. I like the native stuff, like Vanessa and Brandon do over there at Coldwater Aquatics. Most of their tanks are all native things. I do have a bluegill and some rosy fathead minnows. That's the only natives to this area that I have. And the bluegill's doing really well. I took a short of him. He's really starting to color up nice. He's growing pretty slow. I don't know. Maybe I need to give him more protein. He does eat flake food. He loves it. He'll eat right out of my hand. But I do give him bloodworms from time to time. But I think he needs something different. He just does not... considering he's closing in on 2 years old, or maybe he might even be more than 2 years old by now. I honestly don't remember. He's just not that big. He's not that big. I've always felt old and 12 at the same time. Is it physically old and mentally 12? Because yeah, that's definitely me. That's, yeah, right there. Chicken fajitas on the grill. Ooh, that sounds good. Jeff's got to take off. See ya. Ryan. How's it going, Ryan? How's things? Between Coldwater Aquatics, Pile Aquatics, and Warrior Planet Takes, I've definitely been inspired. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know Steve does mostly native stuff, too. The only time I really see Steve Warrior is there on Saturday with the plants and other. What's the name of it? With Mr. Mexicali, with Mr. Jorge. So that's the only time I've really seen Steve at all. But Pyle, Mark, yeah. It was really fun to get to interview Mark on the Focus On. Really, I've made so many friends. You know, we've got our people in the community. Once in a while you stream with certain people and you hang out and you talk and you become friends, but it's that other stuff, like after the Focus On and you sit and you have a conversation for a little bit and you really become friends with people, and you get to, with the Focus On, again, I'm being sort of selfish and whatever, and bragging by saying this, but with that, as opposed to what kind of fish do you keep and how'd you get into fish keeping, you get to learn about the person. And I think, I don't know, I just made so many good friends from that. That's right, I like that series so much, because I get to make friends with so many people. M&C, hello. Hope you're doing all right there. Hope you're doing all right. I know it's a tough time right now. I mean, I know you're sort of used to it as well, but yeah. He's just not that big. You know, Matt doesn't like to be talked about on streams. Excited for Fish Football and Fishtoberfest. You know, I was going to ask Ryan if Fishtoberfest, now that's coming up, when? First week of October? I can't remember when it is. Vibes Aquatics, we said hi to Brother Dan. Hello, Brother Dan, the Aquatic Desert. Hi there. Aquatic Desert, where are you from? I don't really know too much about you. Hi. And where do you live, roughly? And what do you like to keep the most in your aquatic desert? Fish plants and more. That's what it is. Doing well. Excited for football. We got that. Oh, he's going live again on his own channel now, Steve is. You're thinking, yeah. Mark is seriously a hero on here. I don't think Texas offers a better man, gentleman, or friend. I could see that. And again, it's just fun to make those connections with people, you know? Somebody says something like, oh yeah, me too, I have that, you know, that's what I like to do, you know, we have that in common. That's, you know, and you're also going to find those things that make you different from each other, but you know, that's okay. Where was I at? I'm from the aquatic desert, from Kuwait. Oh, nice. Are you Kuwaiti? I don't know too much about Kuwait. I know it's not a very large country. I know you do have quite the shoreline, but I really don't know much about Kuwait at all, really. Let's not forget about Keystone. Yes, Keystone Clash coming up so quick. I'm super excited. Did I say hi to Brother Dan? It's good to see you again, Daniel. I was getting a little worried about you. I hadn't seen you around, but I know that you're you know, the summer you were spending time with the grandkids and such. Aquatic Desert says, I used to live in the States for 7 years studying. Gotcha. Just graduated last year. Just graduated last year. What is the Keystone Clash? It's a thing in Pennsylvania where they're fans of Clash of the Titans. The Clash of the Titans is a huge movie in Pennsylvania, and Keystone is Pennsylvania is the Keystone State. So it's all these people that are interested in Clash of the Titans, the movie series, and they all go to one place, a hotel, and reenact Clash of the Titans. And they always get like a really small child to play the owl. I can't remember what the owl's name. It's always really cool. It's a lot of fun. It's coming up soon, so I'm super looking forward to that. Bring out the Kraken. Ooh, maybe I'll bring some Kraken instead of Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan. Yeah, I know where Kuwait is. I just don't know much about this, the country other than that. Yeah, I know where it is, and I know a little bit about it, but I don't really know much. I mean, I don't know much about the culture or anything, to be honest. Just my my ignorance. I should rectify that. And Land to Lake has a hobbyist table. Yep, very cool, very cool. I can't wait to meet you and to hang out. I'm a hugger. Not a face hugger. Well, I'm a hugger. I'm hugging everybody. I'm not gonna hug Jason this year because I think he felt very uncomfortable with the hugs last year. So this year I think we'll leave Depths Unknown alone and not hug him, because I get that Michelle does not like hugs from strangers either. So, but the rest of you people, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Yeah. Oh, you're back. Pop, 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 pop. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Pretty modern, plenty of malls. Culture's pretty conservative but not extreme. Gotcha. And he grabs butts too. I don't grab butts. It'll be a nice, gentle little, but just certain butts. I have to have the okay beforehand. I have to I'm not gonna do something against somebody's will. Although I do sign butts. That's true. I have signed an ass or two, and other parts as well. Speaking of that, where has Jess been? Lady Metalhead. I haven't seen her in forever. I hope she is doing well. We'll see them at the Clash. We'll see them. But yeah, I got to sign Eric's ass last year, and that was a lot of fun. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Great movie. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. That's from that. And it's is it B.J. Thomas? B.J. Thomas, right? I think sang that song. Raindrops keep falling on my head. I believe. I could be right. I could be wrong. I could be in the middle. Somebody look it up and tell me. Finally supposed to get rain here in north central Texas. Haven't had a real rain since last year. So, oh my God. See, I would miss that. It's been raining off and on all day. Yesterday we got a great rain. Like I put out water buckets. I put out 5-gallon water buckets, and I use that for water changes sometimes. Like I'll mix it, because our well water is so hard that every once in a while I'll get some rainwater, and I mix it half and half. I'll get a 5-gallon bucket, pour it into 2 5-gallon buckets, and then fill that up with the well water and do a water change with it. Because our water is just so hard. So that's what I use the buckets for. But they filled up in, like, I don't know, it was like less than 7 minutes total yesterday from the rain. And today's been sprinkly and rainy all day long, and it's just beautiful out. And as soon as Michelle gets home, I was hoping she was watching to let me know, but maybe she sent me a message. Hold on. Nope. I'm hoping to go do a walk today. Go do like a 2-mile hike or something and get some more observations for my iNaturalist whip. I gotta scroll back up. Zenny says, when I finally meet y'all, I'm still gonna hug Michelle so hard in my mind, and she can't stop me. She might be better by then. She's actually sort of working on that type of stuff. I won't go into details, but 2 years ago, no, last year, I can't remember. I think it was 2 years ago. I don't think it was this last year. I think it was 2 years ago. I told people, hey, please, she's actually sort of anxious about it. Please don't try and hug her. And one person did. One person, even after I said, please don't, she said, I need to hug you. And Michelle's not going to say no, but she was just, and that it bothered me a little bit because I know that this person knew that I said, hey, don't try and hug her. I'll take all the hugs. She's not a hugger. She's a little more standoffish from people. She likes her space. So that's unfortunate. Texas had been shown that if not for the lakes, it'd be straight up desert. Parts of it, though, right? Not the whole state, because you guys, people people that don't live there or haven't been there think of Texas and they think desert. But there's parts of it that, there's plenty of trees and stuff, and, there is a lot of different environments within Texas, right? It's been forever since I've been there. Maybe I'm wrong. But I believe the northern part is far different than the far south and all that. It's such a huge state. Brother Dan said, doing honey-do things that have turned into Pandora boxes. Gotcha. Not much time for YouTube. At this age, projects are taking longer. Yeah. We'll be leaving soon to pick up Jay at school. Well, I appreciate seeing you, Brother Dan, always. I've seen Metal Jess, but I haven't seen the morning show Jess in ages. Yeah, same here. I haven't even reached out to Jess either. Morning show Jess. I haven't reached out to her. Louisiana Jess. In forever. I should reach out to her and just see how she's doing. I don't know if she's done with YouTube, if she's done with the morning, the aquatic morning show. Yeah. Sort of feel like anyways, let's move along. I wish I wasn't so easily distracted. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, Whip. Hello, sir. How long have I been going? Why is this behind the toolbar? I have it on top. The toolbar is set to auto hide. This says I've been going for 37 minutes on the dot when I said that. 37 minutes. Carlos Diaz has been a member for 13 months. Hello. Yard working and lurking. Dude, take a break. Damn fireman. Weather super hot. Yeah. I had to fill a bucket beforehand, pre-water change day. Yeah. It does get very, very hot there, right? I do know. Very, very hot. Put on a couple 5-gallon buckets to collect water, and someone stole them. Jesus. If any of you are listening to what Rico was saying about his wife, if by some chance you ever beat me, which is a great typo, if you ever beat me, treat me like you treat his wife. Meet me. I don't even like my family touching me. Tomatillo says, I'm in one of the valleys and one of the random spots for a bunch of elevation changes, but there's nothing alive except for trees that have been around for 20 years. Wow. I hear you want Rico to treat you like his wife. Tomatillo says that where he's at, a lot of trees, creeks, and wildlife, even a wildlife refuge a couple miles from me. Nice. Fish tank barn. What's going on, Mike? Wow. It's been forever. How are you, sir? It's good to see you. I was just talking about you yesterday. Oh, we were talking about the focus on people, and somebody mentioned you, I think, for people to add on for the focus on. I was like, yeah, we already got Mike. It's good to see you. Not heard from her either, but I know she's teaching now pretty much every day since school started. Gotcha. Yeah. Talked to Jess a couple weeks ago. She has some stuff to work through, but that's all I can really say. It's for her to talk about when she's ready. Not my place. Understand, Whip. Understand. We need more. He's nearly to the bottom of the chat. You know, hates that. I was right there. I'd love to help out or partner up with that wildlife refuge. Yeah, that would be cool. I would like to do something like that too, but I'm too lazy. I mean, that means I'd have to leave the house, you know. Mike said he's doing well, just busy. And Ricky's got to take off. B. Wizzle came in. You know what? I've got to get something to drink, so I'm going to step away for just a minute while I go fill up my little Bubba keg, which looks filthy. Good. And, yeah, I'll be back. Sorry about that. My son wanted to talk to me about something, and then the dogs act like they hadn't seen me in forever, so I had to stop and pet the dogs too. So sorry about that. Did I run everybody off? Yeah, a few. 26 people. So all right. All right, we got Mike saying hi. Silver Creek says, when I was a young and dumb teenager, we used to sneak in every November. We'd start at midnight because all the wildlife was more active. For some reason, I thought that said we used to streak every November. That's Texas. It's not too cold. It's not too cold. B Wizzle's going to start next week cleaning pools again. Back at it, right? Rum and Coke for me. I don't remember what that was about now. I even got within 2 to 3 feet of a bison giving birth. Wow. Wow. Very cool. Need like 100 comments and questions in the next 2 minutes. Make it happen. Everybody saying hi. Silver Creek says, I'm having a lot of water today. It's hot. Beer for later when everybody's... Yeah, this is just water too. That's, pretty much all I drink. Most days is just water. This is nice because even with no lid on it, it still keeps the water cool for most of the day. I don't have the lid on top because I like it better that way. But I've mentioned before, Sjogren syndrome is the drying out of your throat, your eyes, and stuff like that. It goes hand in hand with RA. That's why I drink so much water, because I constantly, otherwise after a little bit you'd hear me, my voice gets like really, it sounds dry and creaky. Nancy B in Tennessee, hello. I just love saying your name, Nancy B in Tennessee. It just, for some reason, it reminds me of like an old country song. Like it'd be like somebody calling into a news, or just calling into a radio show, Nancy B in Tennessee, and having some sad story like it's a country song. And I don't know. There's a whole thing that goes on in my head. Mark, that message changed my life for the better. The space filling comments. Okay. All right. Filling space. 13 more days until the Clash. Favorite playlist bands or individual songs? Depends on my mood. Like today I was listening to well, I can tell you what I was listening to. Hold on, I have to. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I think it lists my latest from the Amazon thing too. We talked about this the other day. Okay, there we go. Head and a Heart I was listening to. Oh no, it doesn't have the Amazon stuff on here right now. I forgot the name of the other band. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. Bear with me just for a minute. Lumineers. That's what it was, Lumineers. I was listening to a lot of Lumineers stuff this morning. Just felt like one of those kind of days, just because it was so, hazy out, and just, I don't know. It just felt like a Lumineers kind of day. So Lumineers, Decemberists, Head in the Heart, stuff like that. Bon Iver, however you pronounce it. What kind of euphemism is got to stop and pet the dogs? Everybody should stop and pet the dogs every once in a while. Vibes going back to work. We'll see you, Ed. I like water, but got to have some flavor sometimes. Yeah, I mean, in the mornings I have that Gamer Supps energy powder, so, and that's flavored, all different kinds of flavors there. But that's it. And then the rest of the day, it's just pure water. Just pure water. Bex puts noon Noon or Nuan? None. None. Nuh-uh. 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 Tabs to water. A little bit of fuzz and some electrolytes on days I'm super active. I have not heard of those. I like the gamer sups. You know, again, I'm under no illusions that it's actually healthy for you, but it's better than a Monster energy drink or any of those types of things. And it is an energy drink. It's got a ton of energy in it, a ton of caffeine in it. So it's still, you know, bad for you, but at least it's a little bit better than those other things. And you can control, right? Because it's a powder, you can control if you want to make it really strong, if you really need that kick, you know, whatever you know. That's why I like those types of things, or the tablets that Bex is talking about, although I never tried that brand. So what's everyone's weather today? Is that time whenever it's different everywhere, but almost halfway through September, still 105 here. It's 71 degrees here. 71. Let me say that again for Zen Ginger and the people in the back. 71 degrees here. And cold down there in Australia. Moving towards the end of winter though, right? 45 there, going up to 57. We're going to be in the high 60 or mid 60s pretty much from here on out until October. This is about it. So it's going to be nice. And Ness, hi Ness. I'm just such a dork. It always reminds me of that meme with Forrest Gump. He's got his hand behind his back and he's waving on the ship, on the boat. It always reminds you of that. It's still hot enough. My AC has a hard time keeping it at 71 in the house during the day. Yeah, 71, and then it goes, like I said, it goes down after today. I think tomorrow's the last 70s for a while. I could be wrong. Maybe it's into next week. Oh no. It's actually all the way till Tuesday there until there we go. 69 giggity, 68. So that next week, next Tuesday is 73. That's the last of the 70s. And the nights aren't too bad. 54 is the lowest, so we're not too warm. Like I said before, our temperatures don't vary as much as places like Iowa or anywhere in the Midwest, Indiana, you know, any of those places in the Midwest where the temperatures really vary a lot more, right? You get higher highs, lower lows. Well, we're sort of cut the edge off of both sides. Like, you know, 69 and 57, you know? That's pretty common like that. And like I said, even in the fall, sometimes you'll have 55 for the high that day and 52 for the low. You know, it doesn't really, there's not a whole lot of variance in it. I'm going to get glasses this weekend. Shifting gears really quick. Squirrel! I'm going to get glasses this Saturday. I wear glasses. I just don't wear them in the streams often because you get the blur. What is this? What is that? I'm having like a Rudy Giuliani moment here. Am I at the Four Seasons? That's weird. Look at it. It's like all separate. I should have that braided, huh? Do like a braid. Getting glasses again. I do have glasses. I just don't wear them very often because I hate them. And my good glasses broke a while back and I never got them fixed. So it's going to be nice to have glasses again. It's going to be nice. But I probably still won't wear them in the stream though, because I have lights right here and the lights would just reflect off it and all you would see is, you know, that. Let's see, Vanessa. Where was I at? Control is an illusion. Zulu, Life of Brian, and the Meaning of Life. I do like Life of Brian and the Meaning of Life. It's like most, you know, Monty Python things. Moist 86. Moist. Why do people hate that word? What is it about moist that people hate? It's mostly females, not all. What is it about the word? Is it just a moist? Is it something about the st? Mst? Is that it? Does mist bother you as much as moist? What is it about the word? I don't know what it is about that word. And do you have any of those words? Do you guys have those words that somebody says it and it's like, oh, is there anything like that? I have plenty of words that I can't pronounce, but I don't have any words like that that I dislike. 69 is a lovely number, Mark. It is indeed. Zenny said we're supposed to actually have lows in the 70s this week, though. It doesn't happen until like 5 a.m. right before the sun comes up, but it counts. Yes, it does. It's getting there, right? It's coming. Let's see. DJ Guppyfish, hello. What kind of box wine is that? Box wine? No, this is just, yeah, just water. If you can hear DJ Guppyfish, just water. Moist is my safe word. Oh, Linda. Okay. Okay. Because men think certain things when they say that word. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you. I get that. So it's not the word itself, it's just the connotations behind it, because most of us are dirty men, dirty old men. I'm a dirty old man. I'm a pervert. I admit it. You know, physical activities are very high on my list of favorite things, and you know, where my brain goes quite often. With my wife, I wouldn't have been able to stay married this, 30 years if that wasn't true. One word that makes me shudder is work. It's pretentious and uncomfortable. Moist. Last meeting of the week is done. Congratulations, Stephen, and welcome back. Welcome back. You got anything special planned for tonight? Any that you can tell us about for McStreamy? Zen Ginger says, I think the original Overboard, Never Ending Story, and my all-time favorite, The Breakfast Club. Gotcha. Overboard was good. Yep. Kirk Douglas, right? And Goldie Hawn. And Never Ending Story. All-time favorite, The Breakfast Club. I might be my daughter's favorite too, Zenny, The Breakfast Club. She loves those John Huston. John Huston? Was it John Huston? Why does that sound weird? Who was the guy that made all those 80s movies that were around Chicago? Ferris Bueller, and was it John Huston? Because I'm thinking of the Western guy. Yeah, I feel like I've got the wrong name in there. John Hughes. John Huston was the guy. He was in so many Westerns and stuff, and he did a lot of stuff with Westerns. Yes, okay, John Hughes. Thank you. I knew it. It didn't seem right as soon as I said it. It didn't seem right. Men think certain things when they say 90% of the words they know, or is that just me? But you don't care. Linda says she doesn't care about the word. McStreamy plan is to not think about the work I have to do this weekend. What do you got going on this weekend? Getting ready for no, what do you got, some outdoor stuff, or what's going on? Just a lot of work to do this weekend? I'm sorry, I'm out of the loop a little bit. I don't know if you got something big planned. The Whizzle, Alshon, yeah, John Huston directed Westerns. Yeah. Yep, I know that the chat is usually behind what is it, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, somewhere between there, but John Huston also acted in a few of the Westerns as well. He was also, acted in a few of them. I'm trying, which is the one where he was like a traveling salesman. He had a wagon, big old top hat. Yeah. I hate being at the bottom of the chat. I'm just waiting for stuff to come up. And because there's the lag, I ask a question or say something, and then it's, 30 seconds later. Regular job stuff, lots of stuff I need to complete before the clash. Gotcha. Okay. all I got to do is find my fishy shirts. You know, I don't know where most of my fishy shirts are. So I want to get a few of those together to wear at the Clash to show support for different channels and stuff. And I got to pull out a bunch of the G'dayids, but I'll do that. Depends on what time we're planning on leaving Thursday, the day of the day we're going. Angelica, yeah, I believe Angelica Houston was his. Yeah, you look it up for me, Zenny. They are, I think, related. I'm pretty sure it's his daughter, I think. See you, brother Dan. So I think if we leave early enough on that Thursday, I'll get the fish. So what I do is I get all the guppies and I put them in an ice chest. Just I put water from the tubs outside in the ice chest. I put a sponge filter in there with this year I'm going to be taking the Aquarium Co-op battery pump. It's the dual one, so I'll be taking that instead of the little USB ones. The little Chevy Trax that Michelle has an actual 110 plug-in in it, so I could use that as USB or the 110. So it's a nice to have options. But that'll go towards the ice chest filled with guppies, and then a 5-gallon bucket filled with, not filled, I'm only going to bring maybe a dozen of the G'dayids, and 2 males for Alishon, 2 males for Lefty, maybe. He's never mentioned if he really wants any or not. So I'm going to bring some extra males, and then whatever the unsexed ones are. You bum, you didn't tell me you were going to stream. Did you tell stories about me again? Every time, Michelle, every time. What did I talk about? Oh, I talked about no hugging. No hugging, Michelle. I was talking about the hugging and how we talked about no hugging, but somebody had to hug you anyways. Yes. And there was something else too. Something else I talked about you. Do you want to do a walk today when you get home? The sun's out now, so I don't know. We should, oh, shit. Ugh. We should go somewhere, we should go somewhere that's, I mean, I don't want to do Huckleberry Swamp again, but someplace with a lot of boardwalk because of all that rain we got. Otherwise, I feel like we're just going to be tracking in a bunch of mud. I'm thinking of John Ford, not John Huston. No, you're right, though. John Huston also directed, right? He directed some... I got to look it up now, because maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like John Huston also was did a bunch of Westerns as well. Yeah. Yeah, Treasure of the Sierra Madre, African Queen. African Queen's one of my comfort movies. You know, the Humphrey Bogart way back in the day. That's one of my comfort movies I like to watch. Fat City, The Man Who Would Be King, Fritzy's Honor. I feel like he did more. He also starred in a couple of Westerns too. Now I gotta look. IMDb, that's where we'll go. Let's see. African Queen, Asphalt Jungle. Trying to see what movie I was thinking of. He was in the cartoon version of the Return of the King. You know, Tolkien, Return of the King. He was Gandalf. But he played a character in a Western. He was also in The Hobbit, Gandalf the Grey. Where was it? Man, I'm trying to remember. Oh, Life and Times of Judge Roy Bean. Man in the Wilderness. That might be. I love old Westerns. I love old Westerns. Michelle likes musicals, and I like Westerns. So we're very, stereotypical that way. Absolutely love to watch Westerns. They are also sort of like my comfort movie. I'm not anti-hug, but rarely initiate a hug for fear of rejection. Gotcha. And Whip said, Overboard cost me almost $100 back in the day. I had to go to a brick and mortar store to rent movies, which entailed returning them. I think I ate the movie, had to re-rent it just to see what I bought. That sucks. Embellis Beta is nice. Pretty demanding food-wise. Getting a headache. I love hugs, but not people, so it's always a real emotional roller coaster. Katharine Hepburn is one of my all-time favorite actresses. Yeah. Fun of being touched or my personal space being invaded. Yeah. The guy who used to own the shop that I raced for named one of his dogs after Judge Roy Bean. That's a great movie, too. I love that movie. Because it shows over the years, right? For anybody who hasn't seen it, it's basically a criminal who decides to get justice, and it talks about over the years and how things change. There's like an oil boom in the area, and there's an actual city that grows up where he's just got like this, market or his little store in his courthouse. It's just a great movie. Judge Roy Bean, that's a great movie. How do people make clips of actual movies? You have to pay for YouTube? Is there a program? Yes. No pay. Is there a program? So we should talk about that a different place, because yeah, there is definitely ways to do it. I mean, people make clips all the time, and it's not hard to do. It really isn't. The bad thing is YouTube looks down on it if you do it too much. They don't mind if you do it a little bit, and you could get like a copyright claim or strike. Man, I always get those back. It's strike, claim. No, copyright claim. Which one, guys, is the lesser? I always get them confused. One of them is like copyright claim, I think is the worst one. Copyright strike, whichever one it is. One of them is just basically saying that the person who owns the copyright on that content will get your ad revenue. Woo, that they're going to get that, 2 cents. Claim is the lesser. Thank you, Stephen. Claim is the lesser. So, claim is no big deal. The strike is when it starts to hurt your channel. I also like horror, and you don't, Michelle said. Yeah, I don't care for horror movies anymore. I used to watch them all the time, but not anymore. Not anymore. Strike is bad because 3 strikes and you're out. Needs to be over a certain length of time, though, right? No, Whip. That's unfortunate with Lando. Thank you. Oops, did it again. I like money. That's the unfortunate thing with YouTube is, yes, you can, there is fair use, but YouTube doesn't care about YouTube. YouTube doesn't care about fair use. Yeah, I mean, you can fight it sometimes, but you just it's just not worth it. The certain length of time is so small, and you could still get the claim regardless of how long. But if you get a claim, really, that's no big deal. You can have a ton of those. I've had a bunch of them, and most of the time it's not a big deal. Sometimes they'll even take your video down. I played Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed. Bill Withers Ain't No Sunshine on one of the Afternoon Delights. I played the first part of it when I was starting up, and they just took the video down. They won't. I have to delete that whole part to put it back up, and I was like, it's Afternoon Delight. There's no reason. There's nothing in there that needs to stay. So it's crazy how they care. YouTube cares about whoever has the most resources and power. Yeah. Yep. Not us. And I don't normally care too much, especially with ad revenue. Ad revenue is nothing for me. Ad revenue is nothing. Maybe for people that get a lot of views on their videos, but my afternoon or my live streams do okay. Like right now, there's only 27 people, so they do okay in the winter time, but my regular like long form and short videos, there's no views on there. I would probably get maybe $100 in ad revenue in a year, maybe I have to look at that. I have one video that's been up for 2 years that made $10. It's over 5,000 views now. It's about the grapevine driftwood. I don't know why they keep sharing that one. But ad revenue is nothing. I think I can, let me see if I can look at analytics on the mobile side and see ad revenue. I know you can see it for each month, but I don't know if I can see it for lifetime. Here, last 28 days. Yeah, here we go. So lifetime ad revenue. Oh, well, it was more than I thought. Between the short feed ads and the watch paid ads, over from when I was monetized 2 years ago, October, right? October will be 2 years that I was monetized. I've actually made $533 an ad. So actually about $250 a year, roughly. Yeah, more than that, about $275 a year. Once we get to a year, it'll be about $275 a year. And then here, I'm just going to show you. I don't care about this stuff, as you know. I don't care that people know about this stuff, right? I think it's good to be transparent, like we did that thing there for a while. You know, where we were showing, you know, how many subs we've had in the last 20 days and all that kind of stuff. And I like that. I like that transparency, and I like the sharing of that information. So here, there you go. Now that says September 12th, 2007. Let me see if I can get it so you can. It's very blurry. You're not going to be able to see it. All right. It's just not going to focus. 2007 was when my channel started. But I didn't do anything. Most of my stuff was unpublished. I put up videos that I wanted to share with specific people, not just out there. I didn't do anything on YouTube until I joined the Fish Fam in June. You know, 2 years ago. Yeah. June 2 years ago? Maybe 3 years ago now. June of 3 years ago. Yeah. And all that time, $6,379 in super chats, memberships $4,202, and then, like I said, all ads combined, $535. No, $536. So that's all time. So, you know, ads really aren't. They're not even close to anything that I'm worried about. Okay. Okay. Be careful what you share. Yeah, I didn't see anything on there that. I mean, that's just the YouTube thing. Yeah, there's nothing on there. It's just a YouTube thing. I don't care if anybody sees that information. I don't care at all. Anytime anybody wants to know any of that kind of stuff, you know, open book on that. How much in total super chats? Total super chats. Super chat, super stickers, super thanks, all combined, $6,379.21. So that's quite a bit for a channel my size. I mean, that's why I always say thank you. And then I've always talked about how lucky that I've been. The support that I get compared to other people my channel size it's amazing. And it's, to me, yeah, forget that. We're not even going to get into it. I'm not even going to get into it. This is after the 30%. Yeah, this is what I actually made. This is what actually came to me after they took their part. Yeah. This is actually the amount that I made, because I can show you in AdSense. AdSense is the platform that YouTube uses. I'm running people off. There was only 29 people here anyways, but let's see. Let's go back and view payments. And oh, why is it not showing me? It only shows me the last payment. Oh, transactions. Dude, thank you, Whip. It doesn't show me. Maybe it doesn't do it here on mobile. Let's check the desktop side. All time. There we go. Well, it's only going back. All right. Well, let's stop doing this anyways. I said all time, but it's not going back all the way. It's only going back to July of last year. It's only going back a year, and there's no... Maybe it just doesn't like to work on mobile because I did that. Anyways, sorry. Let's get away from there. And thanks, Whip. I've been on YouTube for 15 years and never made a dime yet. But the real money maker on my channel, $1.68 in shorts feeds ads. 63, 96, 22. YouTube has been, YouTube hasn't been good to me. You guys have been great to me. You know, again, for a channel my size, there's channels that are, 10 times my size that don't do, that have that kind of support. So it's amazing, Well, let's go somewhere else. Let's talk about other stuff. Let's talk about other stuff. We need another topic to talk about, because I want to get away from all of this. Making it hail. Ow, ow. If you're not doing what you're doing for fun, you're doing it wrong anyways. And that's the thing. As I see some of the people that have, it doesn't look like they're having fun. It looks like they're under a lot of stress to make the next content and stuff. And I don't stress about making more content. Do I stress a little bit about stuff? Yeah. When things happen, like right now, 28 viewers, that's a low amount, but it's summertime. It's 2:30 on the East Coast in the summertime. So 28 people, yeah, that's not great, but it is what it is for now. And if it stays like that, then yeah, it starts to get me, and I start thinking, man, what have I done? How am I'm driving people away? Nobody wants to watch anymore. You start feeling that kind of thing. And I can't shake it. And then I talk to people, and they know who they are, and those people are like, yeah, same thing happening for me, and don't worry about it, and I know not to worry about it, but just having that affirmation, I guess, helps. I do have fun doing this. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing it, because you've got to have fun doing it, or you've got to turn it into a job. And I don't think there's really any in between. not that you can't have fun doing it while it's a job, but your focus then becomes, it's a job. I have to do this stuff to make money. Beck says, as soon as it becomes perceived as a job, I'm out. And the thing I see people say, I see ads sometimes and they're like, let us tell you how to do this, and we'll look at your channel and we'll give you scripted things for your videos, and we'll give you ideas to create content. And one guy, I don't remember who it was, but he was like saying, I can do this. I think he was actually a TikToker. I've done this with my channel. I can make you exactly like me. And I'm like, I don't want to be exactly like you. That's not me then. I want to be genuine. I want to be sincere. I want to be who I am. I don't want to be you. I want to be who I am. And if I'm not going to stay true to myself, then I don't want to do it. That's important. And let's talk about some other stuff. Let's find some fun things to talk about. Starfield is awesome. Absolutely love Starfield. I'm having such a blast with it, and I'm not even that far into it yet to where I haven't been really building any ships. I haven't been building my base. I haven't started any of that stuff yet. I'm just sort of following along with some of the story and some of the side quests and things like that. I'm loving it. Not too much to complain about at all. Really, it's just a fun game. Baldur's Gate 3 is fun too. I stopped playing that because I want to play Starfield, and I really only have the ability to play one. Is that a video game? It is indeed, Ryan. It is indeed. Eakins, hi Eakins. See, I do it all the time. Hey, hi. What's up, man? Baldur's Gate 3, I got almost to the end of it, and then I started playing Starfield. And I want, as soon as we get done here, if we're not going for a walk today, because Michelle gets home in about 2 hours, roughly, hour and a half, 2 hours between there. So as soon as I'm done streaming, which I don't have a plan, sorry. So I got distracted. I don't have a plan for how long I'm going to go today. So it's been absolutely amazing, though. It's a great game. I recommend it. I know it's not on a PlayStation, but it is on PC and it's on Xbox. And to me, it's definitely worth it. Salient says, does anyone know the difference between Fritz Marison Oxy liquid medication and Fritz Marison powder packets? I do not. I do not. I haven't used any medications at all in forever. And is anybody else in here? Liquid is easier to dose and lasts longer. Powder has erythromycin. Oxy does not. Fritz Marison Oxy liquid medication and Fritz Marison powder packets. So they're both Marison, but one of them has the Oxy and the other one doesn't. I do not, I have no idea. I have no clue. No clue. Aquatic Desert says, do you have any suggestions for a new video? I'm kind of running out of ideas. I am the worst person to ask about that, Aquatic Desert. You know, we got a lot of people in the chat that are way better at that kind of stuff. Because I do live streams and I do shorts of my dog, and every once in a while you get some fish shorts, or if I find something interesting, I do our hikes. I like to show my area that I live in. I love where we live, and there's a lot of hikes around us, a lot of nature. So I love to show that kind of stuff. I know a lot of the fishy people aren't interested in that, but my channel doesn't say anything about aquatics, you know, on purpose. It's just me. It's just me. That's why I like it. Like Whip's World. You know, it could be anything because it's Whip's World. It's just his stuff. And that hurts people, right? I've heard a lot of people talk about how they split off into another channel and put all their other type of content in that other channel because it seemed to be hurting their main channel. I don't care. I don't, you know. So yeah, I don't really have any ideas for stuff, for videos. Just don't, I don't know. I don't get into making the big edited videos like a lot of our friends do. I like to watch theirs. I just don't like to make them myself. What did... Oh. Where is that? What did Beck say? Finally found a place to fill the 5-pound with... Oh, gotcha. Local home brew place. Nice. Hopefully it's not too far away. The lack of any guarantee of job security income level would be too stressful. Yeah. If you turn into a job, I need stability, which is why I tend to stay at companies way longer than I should. Yeah. Yeah, because there's no way to count on any of this stuff. I do a lot of stuff every month just to make money to get through. At one point, it was fun money, but it no longer is. We've had ups and downs. We've had medical bills that were unexpected. We just had a lot of stuff. And for a long time, YouTube money was my fun money. It helped fund my room. And I also did super chats and stuff with it constantly. But now it helps pay the bills because that's just where we're at. But I do a lot of stuff online, but I do not have a stable income. It can be $2,500 difference in a month. You know, it can be massively different. Skipper, what's up, dude? Are you home? Are you on your way home? I know you had to work this morning. You doing you, that's the best way to stay consistent. Yep, I agree with you. I agree with you. What can I call you? Should I call you Tad Aquatic Desert? What should I call you? What's your first name? Or what would you prefer us to call you? I don't like to call people by their channel names. You know? Here's a great example. Salient Aquatics. Yeah, that's okay, because Salient sounds like a name. I don't mind calling him that. But the Aquatic Desert, I don't know. Tad would be good. I like nicknames, too. I like giving people nicknames. I love giving people nicknames. Skipper's home relaxing. Let's see. Oh, and reminder, thank you, Skipper, for coming in. Because reminder, tomorrow there's no focus on. Instead, on Skipper's channel, it's the Aquarius auction, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Skip, if you go watch the replay of last night, he went over the stuff that's going to be in it. It sounded like there was some cool stuff going to be in the auction this time around. There always is, but check out that auction on Skip's channel. You could drop the link if you want, Skip. I mean, you know that. You know you can always, you know, man, you know. My real name is Jesse. Damn it, Salient. Now I have to call you Jesse. Uncle Jesse. You're Uncle Jesse from now on, then. Uncle Jesse. And Uncle Jesse from, not from Full House. Uncle Jesse from Dukes of Hazzard. I'm assuming you work a regular job, stockpile money, retired early. And Brian says, get over it, bub. If we wanted you calling us our real names, we'd be using our real names. See how that worked out there? See how that worked for you there, Whip? I'll make the stream today. It'll be in the description. Gotcha. Well, feel free to drop the link to your channel or something too, just so people can, if you don't have the stream set up, so people can at least know where to go to see it. Your Uncle Jesse from now on, Salient. Your Uncle Jesse. Roscoe P. Coltrane. Flash Q. That show was yeah. I still like it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I mean, a big part of it was what was her name? Barbara Bach. Daisy Dukes. I mean, that's where the name came from, right? Daisy Duke. Silver Creek says, F is real name. What is real? We all live in a fantasy land. He's a bird, a majestic eagle that soars in the skies, looking on everyone else, pooping on everyone else. Catherine Bach. Now I have anxiety. All right, what else? Let's just go for, I guess we'll go for another 11 minutes. That'll be 3 o'clock my time. I don't think anybody else is going currently, right? Oh no, there is somebody. Oh no, there is nobody. Nobody else that I know of. Nobody else that I know of is going. But there are other streams today. Let's see. I got nothing else to share. Give me a topic. Somebody give me a topic. I don't like the dead air, and I hate being at the bottom of the chat. That's how we spent Friday nights growing up, watching Dukes of Hazzard, eating slice and bake cookies. We were fancy like that. Saturday nights were my favorite nights when I was a young man, watching, you know, like Saturday Night Live, obviously. Although Fridays was pretty good too. People forgot about Fridays. That's where Cosmo Kramer, Michael, whatever his name was, he was on that show Fridays. It was a skit show. But Saturday Night Live, obviously, back in the day, you know, 70s and 80s, and Fantasy Island and The Love Boat. Or no, it was The Love Boat, then Fantasy Island. Yeah, I used to love watching those. The rise and fall of the Kardashians, and go. F them. There's the fall of them. I don't know why they're famous. I don't know why I should care about them. I think they are a drain on our society, and I think that's the kind of evil that is just spread throughout our society these days. The Kardashians. I don't think they're evil. I just think they're, you know, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know why people care about their lives. I don't know why you know, want to be, you know, like that. And I don't do politics, Uncle Jesse. Politics are so divisive. I do have very, very strong opinions. I do follow politics very closely. But I don't like to talk about them here because there is so much of, you know, that is Andrew Tate. not a fan. Not a fan. The father was on the Simpsons defense team, and Jenner, yeah. But I mean, the kids, what do they contribute? You know, what do they do? What do they do? I think they're just a drain. I think that even though they're, you know, whichever one is a billionaire, which there should be no billionaires, but that's another thing. But, oh, that's politics. Yeah. Kardashians, I would never, ever, ever watch any of those types of reality shows. Spending just like 5 minutes listening to them talk usually just angers me. Like, you know, you are where you're at and you're this stupid, you know? Silver Creek said, no, I didn't. What's going into the indoor season? That's a good one. Wait. Gotcha. Responsible interaction between educated fish keeper and newcomers to the hobby. How should we promote the hobby? How should we promote the hobby? The biggest thing I think we should do is teach people patience. Teach people patience. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. Because, you know, people jump into it. You know, they started keeping fish a month ago, and now they've got 32 tanks, and they don't even know how to take care of the first tank. The first tank's not even, you know, really cycled yet. It's not seasoned, maybe I should say. And they're already moving on to all this other stuff. Slow down, enjoy that tank, learn how to take care of those fish, you know, and then move along, and then move along. I mean, I sort of did that a little bit too. I mean, a lot of people do it, but I had one tank for about 2 months, and then I got another one. It was only that 55, so I didn't get like a, you know, and so I had 2 tanks for about 4 or 5 months, and, you know, I just think, you know, teaching people to slow down, and that fish keeping's not something that overnight. You can't just, you know, learn everything overnight, and it takes a long time to get going. It really does. It takes a long time. Kevin Hart, is he hilarious, or are you wrong? I like Kevin Hart. I like Kevin Hart. He is funny. I've liked pretty much everything I've seen Kevin Hart in. I have not watched Ahsoka. I have not soaked my ass. Not yet. I'm waiting until there's a lot of it out there before I jump into it. Not my ass. I'm waiting until a lot of it out there before I jump into it. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm going to jump into my own ass. I guess people have said I have my head very far up my ass before, so that's sort of fitting. I'm going to wait until a lot of the show is done before I jump in, so that I can binge a lot of it at one time. So I'm sort of holding off. I haven't seen any spoilers yet, too. I've been lucky. But I am looking forward to it. So what can we do as a hobbyist to better influence newcomers? Just that. Just make sure that they know. Make sure that they know about. Don't just go buy a fish because you like the way it looks. Make sure you understand how to keep it. You know, that's the biggest thing. Make sure you know how. yes, Alishan. Make sure you know how to take care of those fish. You know. That would be the biggest thing. Research each and every fish you get before you bring it home. Before you bring it home. Keeping a dog isn't a hobby. Keeping a cat isn't a hobby. Why is fish keeping a hobby? That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah. That's a great point. Asuka? You'll what me? Always been a little weird to me, Nancy B says. I bought 2 fish yesterday. The bill was $185. You guess. One of them is a pleco of some sort. All right. We got 4 minutes left. 4 minutes. What did Uncle Jesse buy? He bought 2 fish yesterday. The bill was $185. Jack Dempsey electric blue Acara. I like the Jack Dempsey's are okay too, but the electric blue Acara are beautiful. I don't know that I'll ever have anything like that though. I really do like the smaller fish, big community. Excuse me. Community tanks, you know. Like I was really just enjoying this tank today. It's weird because earlier all of the fish were like schooling right down here. Well, there's a couple, but Denison barbs and the Siamese algae eaters and crebensis, the black ruby barbs, they're all just right down here together. And it just looks so nice. I was sitting and watching it right before the stream. It's coming along nicely. It's starting to get better. You can see some of the plants. Not really. I can't get this out of the way. It's back as far as it can go. Some of the plants are doing pretty good. You see the Pogostemen always does amazing. And that's massive. It goes all the way up there. That's only a 75 gallon. You can't see all the water lettuce. There is quite a bit of water lettuce in there. That's why it's down. I keep it down an extra inch just for the water lettuce so that they don't get any humidity on them. Any drops or anything on the leaves. I need to get more littler plants though, and really I need to replant this. I really do. They have a caiman in there. Aquarama. All right. I think we're gonna go. I feel, again, it feels like I'm just pushing. I will be doing live streams next week. I'm hoping to do quite a few at the Clash, but once you get there, it's difficult to do the live streams because you're just having so much fun and you don't want to stop what you're doing to videotape stuff. Yeah, I know, I'm old. You don't want to just stop everything, to stream. So I don't know. I'm going to try and do some streams. I bet you we will do at least one late night stream from the parking lot. I guarantee you that will happen. Maybe not on my channel, but it'll happen. There's going to be a lot of... it's going to be a lot of fun. Uh-oh. Whip's doing it. I wanted to click the button. As soon as I saw your, hey, wait, I wanted to hit in broadcast because I know what you're going to do. What, Whip? Keeping fish may not be a hobby itself, but has plenty of hobbies within it. Like a dog owner isn't a hobbyist, but a dog trainer might be. Dog shows, racing. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. The people who do the stuff for the shows and stuff like that, the showfish. Don't be showfish. I was supposed to send you an email about something to remind you, but nope. I don't remember what it was either. Yeah, that's right. We talked about it yesterday. What was it? What was it? Shit. I don't remember. It was in yesterday's live stream, wasn't it? I think it was in yesterday's live stream. I still do have some stuff for the Snarf or Barf. I have the coffee from Jennifer Weaver, and I have the long grain wild rice from Minnesota from Disco Stew. So maybe I'll have those together next week. I don't drink coffee when it's warm, and next week's supposed to be in the 60s. So maybe like middle of the week, I'll drink the coffee from Jennifer, and yeah. I don't remember what it was. Something about the Clash? I don't feel like it would have been. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna go play my game. You can go look if you want. I don't remember what it was, Whip, because you said something, but I'll just text you, and I was like, well, then I'll forget, or send me an email or something. Oh, was it about Eduardo's address? Was that it, Whip? That's another thing. If anybody would like Eduardo's address to send him a card or something, my email address is right up there. Shoot me an email. Eduardo said it was okay to give out his address if people want to send him cards or stuff. Again, he's in the hospital still. He had about a quarter of his foot removed, diabetes, and you know, he's doing pretty good. I mean, his texts seem very, Eduardo. He's still Eduardo, indomitable. That's how I describe him, and he's definitely still there. And again, MNC as well. I don't have an address for MNC for anything, but MNC is going to be in the hospital too for for quite a while. So okay, now I can end. Sky is dark, about to storm. Nice. Do you guys still need it bad, Steven? Do you guys still need, is it still drought conditions down there, or has it gotten better? It's in the middle right here. Like it's overcast. The sun peeked out for a little bit, but we've had a ton of rain today. Ton of rain. Okay. I'm leaving. You can't stop me. You can't stop me.